Hello everyone, this is Sneha, Assistant Professor, Research Department of Fisheries and Aquaculture, St. Albert's College. So today I'm going to take a class about breeding of goldfish. As you all know, goldfish is a domestic ornamental fish seen in almost every homes, at least one or two. Okay, so now we move on to goldfish breeding. Okay, this is just an introduction about the goldfish. Goldfish, its scientific name is Carassius auratus. It belongs to carp family, and it is the smallest species of the carp family. Okay, and we find different varieties of goldfish. Like it varies in the shape and in its size, shape, and combination of colors include like reddish, brownish, orange color, yellow color. All types of goldfish we find in domestic markets nowadays. And the breeding of goldfish was first domesticated by China, and it was later on it came to India also. So this is just a small introduction about goldfish. Okay. So moving on to main topic, brood fish selection. Okay, so what do you mean by brood, or what do you mean by brood stock or a brooder? Brooder is an organism, or here a fish that is used for breeding. That is an adult fish used for breeding. Okay, so brood is first of all during the breeding we have to select good brooders. Okay, one male and one female. But actually, in goldfish breeding, 2:1 ratio is most valid. That is two males to one female. Okay, so that will relate to more chances of breeding. Okay, so the first point, the goldfish will become sexually mature at 1 year, but almost fully sexually mature at 3 years of age. And the male that is ready to spawn will have pin-sized tubercles or white pimples on its gill cover, and this indicate that the male is ready to breed. Okay, the females on the other hand will be heavy at the rear end, swelling at this belly part. Okay, and if we notice such females, just collect it and acclimatize it for the breeding. Okay, and this makes her capable of laying almost 500 to 1000 eggs. That is, fecundity of a female goldfish is 500 to 1000 eggs. Fecundity means the egg laying capacity, how many eggs she is able to lay. That is the fecundity. Okay, so the next point, it is usually better to use two males to one female. That is, as I said to you before, 2:1 ratio is most preferable. Okay, this is the sexual dimorphism of male and female goldfish. This is the male goldfish and this is the female goldfish. Here, male goldfish, here it is observing, you can observe white pimples or tubercles, and here female body part or the belly region is just bulging. Okay, because it is filled with eggs. Okay, the next main important thing after the selection of the brood stock or the brood fishes, the next important thing is the water quality management of the aquarium tank or the tank in which you are going to breed a goldfish. Okay, the breeding in goldfish happens in a significant change in temperature. So when we are about to breed a goldfish, like almost 20 degree to 22 degree, they are capable of breeding. So when we bring a sudden change in temperature, that is from 20 degree to almost 19-18 degrees Celsius, the change in temperature will cause the breeding to be induced. Okay, so that is one of the method for faster breeding of goldfish. And here, so if the initial temperature is about 24 degrees Celsius, it can be brought down to 19 degrees Celsius. You can bring it down by using sometimes cold water also. Okay. So next we are moving on to the brood stock nutrition, and after keeping the water quality check or the pH in check, we are moving on to brood stock nutrition, the nutrition of the fishes which we are going to breed. Okay, the nutrition, mainly you can feed live feeds to goldfish. That is like, for example, copepods, brine shrimp or artemia, daphnia, moina. Like live feeds are mainly preferred by brooders. Okay, so the most important step in preparing a fish to breed is to feed them well properly. So when at least 1 month before the breeding, you have to feed them 3 times a day. Okay, with live feed or pelleted feed also. But the pelleted feed must contain at least 30% of protein, as protein is the most important macronutrient for the fishes. Important macronutrient for fishes is protein. Okay. Look for the label of ingredients you feed. It should contain at least 30% of protein. Live food like insect larvae, worms, brine shrimps, etc. are preferred by goldfish during breeding. Also, this will help keep your fish healthy. So when we use live feed, the fishes will be more healthier than they will have a digestive healthy gut also. Remember to feed them small meals. Most home aquarists fail to breed fish because they feed their fishes too much left too much. Okay, so overfeeding is also not preferred because the overfeeding, the leftover feed, actually decomposes inside the water and causing toxic substances to release like nitrates and ammonia mainly. So this is almost toxic to fish during breeding, or otherwise also it is toxic. So please avoid overfeeding. So next we are moving on to spawning. After the broodstock nutrition, the main thing is coming to spawning. Spawning means what? The laying of eggs, mating and laying of eggs. Okay. During this time, what the males will do? The males will continuously chase the female, or this type of behavior is called courtship behavior. Okay. You will notice as the eggs in your fish's belly grow in size to be ready for breeding, the size of the belly will grow. Okay. When the egg size increases, the size of the belly of the female also increases, and the male starts chasing females aggressively till she becomes exhausted. Okay. Body colors are brighter than before. So when we purchase, or when we what do you say, when we purchase a brood fish, the color will be sometimes a dull color. So when it comes to breeding time, the color is more enhanced. Okay, the orange will be reddish orange color. If the males will be more colored than females. Okay, a tank with colder water and lots of live plants, like these are egg scatterers, right? So the eggs have to attach to a specific material or a specific nesting material. So in order for the egg for them to lay the eggs, there must be lots of live plants, coconut shells, fibers, etc. for the eggs to attach. Okay, cyprins or carbs, eggs are attach their eggs before hatching. Okay, so when these eggs attach to the surface of the tank or at the plants or coconut shells or something, so they won't have enough nesting material for them to hatch. Okay, for the eggs to hatch. Breeding or actual mating happens during early morning hours. So during early mornings only the breeding most probably happens. So these are the goldfish as you see. These are transparent oval shaped eggs. So if you see something like this, you should suddenly remove your brooders. Okay, otherwise they will consume and they show cannibalism also. And the next one we are continuing the courtship. Courtship means like chasing. Males are female chasing females. Okay, males would focus on one female and chase her down. So if it is a community tank, or it is a collection of goldfish, only a single pair. If you see only a single pair chasing and what you say, they are about to lay eggs, you can remove the other goldfishes and you can leave them alone. Okay, female will eventually twist her body hard enough to squeeze the eggs out, and the males will spray, or the males will lay milt or sperms on the eggs. Okay, so this will lead to fertilization. Here external fertilization is happening. Okay, laying egg and being chased for a while makes the female exhausted. Fishes would swim on the surface if they have spawned. So after the laying of eggs or after spawning, they will just come to the top of the tank surface, and later on they will move to the eggs. Okay, the female would look thinner, spent, and inactive. So after the laying of eggs, her belly would shrink and she would look spent and she would be very inactive. Okay, during this time you would find mustard seed sized oval eggs. So the small mustard seed sized eggs will be as I showed you in the previous picture. If you see these indications, remove the breeders from the tank. Okay, after immediately laying the eggs, as I said earlier, after immediately laying the eggs, please remove the brooders, otherwise they will feed on the eggs. Okay, and you won't have any hatchlings also. Okay, now moving on to hatching. After the laying of the eggs, the water must be continuously aerated, or they must be completely provided with aeration for circulation, like in which resembles a natural habitat. Okay, so this will help the eggs to hatch faster. Dead embryos become opaque and clear ones are developing. So only the transparent ones are fertilized and the opaque ones are dead embryos. Okay. Beware, if you do not remove the parents, you will see no eggs. That's what I said earlier. Okay. Healthy fertile eggs should be clear but appear colored or opaque if spoiled. As I said in the previous point, healthy eggs will be transparent and the dead ones or the bad ones will be opaque in color. And while hatching, you can observe two black spots that indicates the eyes. Okay, that indicates the eyes of a hatchling. So these are the eggs. You can see clearly dark colored parts on the eggs. So these all eggs are fertilized eggs. After the hatching, when the larvae comes out or when the fish fry comes out, you need not feed. That is endogenous feeding, means egg yolk sac feeding. Okay, after that only you have to go into larval feeding. Okay, so during that time, the mouth size of the nauplius is too small, or the mouth size of the fry of the mouth size of the goldfish is too small. So we can feed them with brine shrimp, that is small hatched live shrimp or nauplius. The spawned mobs can be removed by turning them upside down with gently shaking. So the nesting material provided can be gently removed after hatching. Hatchlings are not attached to that bottom, so we can remove the nesting material. Feeding the fry should be done with care since they are so small. As I said earlier, the mouth size of the larvae are very small. So according to the mouth size, we have to feed them like live feeds, that is chlorella, spirulina, etc. That are also healthy for the larvae. A continuous supply of moderate amounts of food is necessary, as overfeeding could lead to polluted water. So, for like broodstocks also, larvae also must not be fed with lots of feed. It should not be overfeeded. Okay, otherwise this will lead to pollution and death of the larvae. It is better to remove uneaten food from the aquarium in a couple of hours than add fresh food when necessary. So, if any leftover food is there, it is recommended to remove it completely, or it can contaminate water. So these are the larvae of goldfish. It is the complete grown larvae of goldfish, and this will then grow into juvenile stages also. Young ones, these are juvenile goldfishes. I hope you enjoyed my class. Thank you.